Dragon Quest III HD-2D, the most gorgeous of all pixel games, is finally out, and we have been playing it on the channel, and I have so many thoughts, guys. But before we get into that, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Alright, let's not waste any time and just straight up get into it. Now, I am a huge fan of any game that's pixel based, honestly. Like, they just know how to make games and they just look absolutely amazing, and this one is nothing short of one of the best looking ones. I mean, this game just looks absolutely gorgeous. And as you guys got to see, I have been playing it on live. I actually brought one of my friends, Rico, who is a huge JRPG fan and enthusiast, and so we've been playing it and we've been having a lot of fun with it, and it's been absolutely amazing. And I'm glad you guys have been tuning into that, because it makes the live stream so much better when we have an audience that we're actually speaking to. It really does. It really does. But anyways, there is a lot to love. There is a couple of nitpicks, just a tiny little bit of nitpicking when it comes to this game. And I'm just gonna say it so we can get it out of the way. The fact that this game runs horribly on the Switch is an absolute shame. It is an abomination, guys. And naturally that's the one I chose because, I mean, I don't know, that's just the one I chose.
You what?
Well, in all seriously, I chose it because I like playing portably, and it should be. I mean, it's a pixel-based game. I don't understand why the Nintendo Switch can't run it. The Nintendo Switch, and if you're gonna sit there and say that the Nintendo Switch is underpowered and all that, yes, we already know that, but there is like a million games that actually do run really well on the Switch. So there's no excuse for it. There is no excuse for it. Now, to get that out of the way, the game still looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it is just a beautiful game to look at. It is the prettiest. I mean, the pixels look gorgeous. The castle, the scenery, everything just looks absolutely amazing. All the textures look really good too. And on top of that, we have little things like whenever you walk through like certain spots, little birds flutter about, and just amazing things like that, like little things that add so much to the game. It just makes a huge difference. And then we have other things like lighting too, which whenever you go into someplace dark, you got your little lamp, and you can actually you can see the light reflecting on walls and things like that based off of how you're going and whether you turn left or right. So it is really cool. They put in a lot of work to it, and it's absolutely amazing. Now, the story follows the hero who is tasked with saving the world from the archfiend Baramos. Gathering a group of companions into a party, the hero must travel the world, stopping at various towns and locations, and make their way to the Demon Lord Baramos' lair. That's basically the synopsis of this game, okay? It's super simple. And naturally so, because this game came out in like 1988, so technically it's like a year older than me. Weird to think, but yeah, that's insanely crazy. Now, one thing that threw me for a loop, and I was not expecting this, is that there is a lot of information that you should really do research on before you play the game. So a lot of stuff that you want to look into is what kind of character build you want to have, like what kind of stats you want to use, what style, how you want to play the game, the difficulty, all that kind of stuff. But then also, what kind of characters you want to use too, because this is party based, and you start off as the hero, but what you do is you go into this tavern that basically allows you to either pick preset characters that go with you and they fight with you on your journey and all that kind of stuff, or you can go upstairs and you can actually customize and make your own character, which is really cool. Now, at first I was a little confused, so I just picked the preset ones, but once I did a little more research, I looked into the fact that you can pick, better stats and stuff like that. And you just have a lot more freedom when you go upstairs and customize your character. So naturally, this is my party, and obviously I gave the female Sam just because I thought that was cool. But then I called the dudes Biggs and Wedge. That's obviously a nod to Final Fantasy or Top Gun, I think. But yeah, after you pick your characters, you've already talked to the king. He told you need to go defeat the archfiend because he killed your father, blah blah blah. And then you get to leave. You get to set out to do your first quest. which is to find a key, a thieves key, I believe. And that's going to allow you to open up like red doors and stuff like that. Now, I know one of the complaints that a lot of people had was the fact that when you're in your battle mode, or when you're doing a battle, it goes from you can see your characters to once you start commencing the attack itself, you can't see your characters, and it's basically like first person point of view. And I understand the sentiment when it comes to that, because I prefer games where I can see my characters, especially when they're games as beautiful as this. I would much more prefer to be able to see my characters. But you have to remember that this is Dragon Quest, and Dragon Quest for the most part has always been like that. I believe the only ones I don't know too much about is 9 or maybe 10 and 11, and I'm pretty sure they do the same exact thing. Yeah, I know for a fact that 11 allows you to see your characters, and they let you actually move around, which is very different compared to the rest of them. But this is what Dragon Quest has always been. It's been like a first person, point of view, kind of like how Phantasy Star is. So for you guys to complain about something like this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, come on. You're talking about something that is a staple to a game. You can't complain about something like this. Anyways, I do like the fact that the game incentivizes you to, to search, to adventure, to look into things, to, talk to every single NPC out there. But at the same time, it gives you the option to have a waypoint. And the waypoints are actually insanely accurate. They lead you exactly where you need to go. And it's super useful when you don't really feel like, when you feel like being lazy. But the adventurer in my heart will always want to search every nook and cranny, talk to everyone, look at every single little thing that you can. And, obviously I'm going to do that. Even though I am using the waypoints, I am still adventuring the way you were meant to, the way you were supposed to. And, the NPCs, for the most part, they are actually pretty useful. So it is really nice to see that they give you useful information. Now, I know that there has been a little bit of censorship when it comes to this game, and frankly, I'm not really emotionally tied to Dragon Quest like a lot of people are, so it doesn't really bother me too much. And I understand some people don't like that, like they are anti-censorship to the max, but I do understand that they were trying to get that ESRB rating. They were wanting it to be a little more PG than normal, so naturally they had to have a little bit of censorship when it comes to the warrior's sexy outfit and all that kind of stuff. That's not really anything that's a big deal. Like, it's not gonna kill the game. It's really not. So there's not really any point of even talking about it, honestly. But I just wanted to mention it just to say that I hear you. All in all, I am having a blast with the game. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. The music is just unbelievable. I mean, it's just fully orchestrated and it is just amazing, and I love it. Like, I love this game so much. And the best part about it is that that's not the only one we're getting. It's not just the third one. The third one is actually the first one in the trilogy, okay? The trilogy of, I forget the dude's name, but 1, 2, and 3, okay? The third one is the first one. So next year we are going to be getting both 1 and 2. And that is incredibly exciting because we get to do this all over again twice. But next time I won't make the mistake of getting it on the Switch. I'll just get it on the PS5 because 60 frames per second and, full on 4K HD, the best graphics in the world, does actually matter. And the worst part about it is that this thing can probably run it better than the Switch, which is kind of disgusting to think, but it's true. It's damn true. Alright guys, I am giving this game an 8 out of 10. It is just absolutely fantastic, and I know there are some gripes that people have, but those things don't bother me. And it's an amazing game, and I absolutely 100,000% recommend you to buy this game because it is so good. Alright guys, that is the end of the video, and as always guys, do not forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. And we will see you guys on the next video. Peace. I don't know if you noticed, but I got a better camera. And it's kind of cool. My wife bought it for me. Because she's nice like that sometimes. Alright, I'm going to go play Dragon Quest. I'm going to go live stream it. Also, as of recording this, I'm pretty sure we're about to hit 3K. So if we hit 3K, that is literally insane. Huge thanks to Demeech. Well, actually, you know, we're probably going to hit 3K by Wednesday, I'm pretty sure. And you'll probably have already heard about it because I have to give a huge thanks to Demeech about it. But yeah, so this is a little backwards, but whatever. Okay, now I'm gone. Bye.